Got ourselves Grifka first up over for the team 2. Going over versus Coffee Boy, man popping in bear form as it goes to sap. Coffee Boy is gonna need to get his fangs and teeth sunk into the rogue and bleed him out, but also keep him like at arm's reach. Basically, I want to let the rogue completely escape, get out of there. Does go in for a thrash, just at least keep him bleeding as Grifka goes in for auto attacks through the pillar. Not a fan of the auto attacks, not gonna lie. Not the biggest fan, just because he keeps reapplying crippling poison to the poor boy every single global, which is unfortunate. I'm kind of hoping they end up solving that kind of thing. I think like auto attacks through a wall for PvE content, sure. For PvP, I don't know. Feels like a little bit like a cheaty duel here. Not gonna lie. Gonna be a trick out of Grifka. Will a trick out of Coffee Boy? But Grifka going in for the big damage secret technique through a bear from Coffee Boy. How much of plus defensives? Bear form is not enough to keep him alive for this one. Gouge right after as Grifka got some cooldowns out of the man. And it's going for a little bit of reset. Coffee Boy charging in. Does he find him? Finally get himself a proper open onto Grifka. That's exactly what he wanted. But not having access to a blind is going to put him behind. Grifka bleeding out a little bit. But next down onto Coffee could be the end. Does he go down? Is this over? Barskin last second. Is this going to be enough to keep him barely alive? Does go for the main, but it's also very, very short. Coffee needs more healing. Unless he got himself bear form, trying to go for bear. Big blades out of Grifka. Wait a second. Maybe this is where Tricks could just end them. Vanish out of Grifka. Does he go for the cloak to remove the dots? Or is he good? No, he still got dots. If Tricks can get in there fast enough, he could maybe end Grifka. The man does not have a trinket. Does go for the Phantom Nice to get the Feral out in the open. With a gouge, should be able to properly get himself an opener. Tricks does have a trinket. Does burn it into a stun onto Grifka. This where he goes in for the most amount of damage. Grifka could be in trouble unless Cloak of Shadows removes the bleeds entirely. So Tricks just gotta live away from Grifka and then get back in there and do the same thing again. He did burn a trinket, so now Tricks in a weird spot. Wall not going to be available, and Grifka is looking for a full reset while in stealth. Isaac getting picked up by Tricks, but Grifka is already hanging out behind the wall. He's already behind those grates, man. Like a criminal behind bars. He just gotta looking over for the guards, man. Tricks out in the open, prowling in a black rook hole, man. The second eye is available if Tricks wants to get over there, but it's going to be opened up by Grifka. Shadow Blaze is ready, so it's going to be quite a bit of extra damage, as well as the calm points available for Grifka. Going in for big output, cheap shot to follow, but Tricks looks like the bear from Embarrassing doesn't work, and Grifka goes in for a quick Shadow Belt. Just a quick hit, run, back behind the pillar. Goes in for a Shadow Strike, has himself an evasion trinket as Tricks trying to see if he can maybe go for a... Oh, out of bear from not in a great spot. I think it's just over, maybe. Hold on. Oh, yeah, he just at some point he realized, like, okay, I made a mistake. I'm done. I'm not even gonna move anywhere. It's over. I accept my death. Sap? Wait, Grifka just stole the eyes. He just walked over there, stole eyes, just to make it so that Holy Side doesn't get any, denying him those eyes. Cheap shot, it's gonna be trinket out of Holy Cloaker Shadows for Grifka, trying to see if he can avoid some of the damage from Saya with a massive secret technique, just trying to see if he can turn this around. Gouge right after, unless Holy got himself a stun. No, he doesn't. Into a gouge blind, gives Grifka a reset, denying Holy eyes. Eyes are not, actually eyes are back up and available on the other side. But Holy Sai is kind of headed back over to the other location. Interesting. I know rogues are thieves, but man, this guy was just so greedy as a thief. He even stole the thing that was gonna let him see the rogue. Cheap shot opener by Grifka. Holy, had himself a bubble or bop. Might be one of those big immunity situations here. Unless you're just gonna have to try to see if you can wait out a little bit longer. Grifka trying to see if he can catch himself a reset. Wake of Ashes is gonna end up getting you into combat though. That's another ability that hits the wall. While Rogues can auto attack through a wall, Holy Sight can at least cleave through the wall with Wake. For one reason or another, it just works. I don't know why, it just works. Got himself Blessing a Saint in case there's a stun. Trying to go for a bit of healing, but looks like Grifka's not letting it happen. Bubble right now. Grifka looking for a Vanish reset. Does he even need to? Or is he just gonna... No, he's gonna Vanish reset out of here. Holy Side, this way you want to have eyes. If you get yourself an immunity and you pick up eyes, that means the rogue cannot vanish, cannot get away from you. And you can just beat him up the whole time. 5 minutes into the duel, dampening not super high, but Holy Side already burning his regenerating racial. Grifka walking into either auto attack or walking into a consecration by accident. Holy Side is gonna have to find himself an angle, maybe waiting for the horse or Hand of Freedom in order to get back over to Grifka. But look at the auto attacks to the wall, man. He's just building calm points off of it too. That's the messed up part. Blessing of Protection, as it's gonna be maybe a Vanish out of Grifka. Has himself a Cloak of Shadows coming up very, very soon. Does he just stay in? He's trying to see if he can just hang in there. Battle Master Trinket is all he's used in order to give himself a little bit extra help to bolster himself, and using Shadow Steps in order to get around, just dancing around Holy Saya. bailing away from the guy as the judgment comes out, trying to see if he can catch up some damage into a blessing of sank in case there was a stun on a Grifka, but he's gonna end up avoiding it. Has cloak, has himself a dance, has himself a vanish, so he's actually okay. Trinket out of Holy Side pretty early on. Does he have himself big go? He's playing for the normal wings, so maybe if he gets those wing shield advantage, this is why I think Grifka's gonna want to bail out of there. Blind to fall, Holy Side can't break out of this one, so this gives Rogue a free reset as he has himself 2 vanishes coming back up. Trinkets that immediately gouge out of Holy Side, try to go for a stun. Gonna be a wall for Holy Side. Does have a bubble coming up in about 50 seconds. Maybe we'll need it. Does not have a trigger for a bit, but as it goes full set of wings and stun for a second. Grifka taking a bit of damage, but the hammers are still flying in. Cannot stop the hammers. Goes in for a shoot, but he cannot really stop the Hand of Freedom, as well as the Paladin and his mighty steed. Does go for the cloak as well as a vanish. Cloak and a vanish. That's quite a lot of commitment. There's going to be a regenerating for Holy. Get a shot back on the Holy Side. Does have a trigger for this one. Grifka does not have enough for this one, except maybe Shadow Meld. Does he go for Shadow Meld? If he just gets a doubt on himself, that could be pretty bad, but it does go in for the blind. Holy, unless he can get back over there. Final wreck, denying the Rogue a re-stealth. Grifka with a Shadow Meld. Does he have a dot? He doesn't. Wake of Ashes does not connect. That is unfortunate, but does he know that Holy Side has a bubble back up? Grifka has a vanish. If you have a stun with the bubble, you stun, you end them. Bubble, Grifka, maybe? Holy needs enough damage right now to keep Grifka out of stealth. Can he do it? Vanish to follow. Does have consecration. It's going to pop back in there. He still has a doubt on him, so he's going to get him out in the open. If Holy's quick enough, he might be able to get him. Or dot fell off. Xberg, I guess that fell off. Cheap shot onto Holy Side. Big secret technique right after. Does he have anything at all? I think the Paladin is just spent, as Grifka does end up, man, playing out into a very, very long game. Lots of how many vanishes did you get this round? How many resets did you go for? Stun into Grifka. Balgan tried to see if he can have himself a go rapid fire. Grifka with an evasion. Balgan has himself a freezing trap, but Grifka knows that that's what hunters do. You put a trap under them, so if you go for a shadow step, you end up freezing yourself. You're just gonna walk up to the guy. You're just gonna walk up and hit him from like the next zip code. He got plenty of range. You can literally hit through a wall. So you can go for quite a bit of distance. Just try to avoid the traps as best as possible. Balgan did move away from the freezing, so unless Grifka just ends up veering into it, I don't know if it's going to get much value, but maybe. Does go for a Shadow Meld. No Hunter's Mark on him. I honestly think with a Hunter at this point, like throwing traps in random directions or near you, but not exactly behind you, might be the play actually now. But who knows? Grifka waiting out. He knows there's a trap right under the guy. Sap, if you approach this from a wrong angle, Fed does end up fighting you somehow. I have no idea. It goes in for a stun on the Fed. Rooted for a second. Trick of Balkan. Death Chakra to follow him. Grifka does have advantage for this one. Turtle Shell last second. I think he's in a good spot either way though. Unless Freezing Trap. Maybe Balkan makes some work of this one. Maybe. No, Camo. Hunter's Mark. At least he knows where the Rogue is at. He's going to probably pick up the eyes, but the charge trap is keeping him slow. Sniper shot maybe gives you a bit of an advantage. Does go for explosive. Rapid fire right after. Grifka with a vanish into a cheap death. Unless you go down. Wait a second. Maybe. Freezing trap. Trinket out of this one. Cheap shot right after. Oh. My goodness. I'm not a fan of Rogue going in for like resets a billion years, but that was some plays. I'm not gonna lie. That was fantastic. That was great work, man. Oh, that could have went either way, man. I was rooting for the Hunter, but not terrible play by Grifka. Not gonna lie. Yeah, plus I think just kind of threw in the towel, dude. And Outlaw just paid respects for Holy Side. Cheat death out of Plush. I don't know if he's gonna go for a proper go versus Grifka. The Rogue still has himself a trinket and everything. Plush is gonna have to pull up some crazy plays if he wants to find a way to best Grifka. I don't know, maybe Cloak of Shadows insta as soon as he trinkets. Maybe there's a play. Grifka could have himself a proper go cheap shot. Trinket back for Plush. Try to see if he can get aggressive with Grifka. Blind right after. Nothing he can really do. And Plush no longer has a cheat death. So right now it's honestly the ball is in Grifka's court unless he just fumbles it. Yeah, there's just nothing he can do. Well done, well done. Let's get us another one going, boys, yeah? Uno más, uno más, uno más.